Welcome back to Hustle Nation Money Growth Academy. I'm going to take a deep dive on Hector DAO to help you decide whether you should invest or avoid this one. Now, over the last few days, there's been a massive sell-off that has led to a strong downtrend. So this is the perfect time to do a deep dive and figure out if it's worth buying the dip or if this one is just a rug pull. Now, as always, everything on this channel is for education and entertainment purposes, and we ain't your financial advisors. So make sure that you do your own research and make your own decisions, guys. So let's just jump right in and talk about it. It's a cryptocurrency that stands out from the rest because it essentially wants to create community-based economies that end up benefiting everyone. Now, this is one of the forks that I think is worth keeping an eye on. With so many forks, we know they won't all succeed, and some are going to be straight up rug pulls like we've seen. But the rug pulls shouldn't scare us from progressing. Unfortunately, they're a part of the process of the DAO. And let's be for real, those rug pulls have serious consequences and people have lost a lot on them. I'm not downplaying that. If you've been hit hard, leave a comment down below and tell me which one you lost your shorts on. But the reason I'm saying not to let that scare you is because those scenarios are going to be a part of the evolution of DAOs. Now, think back to the beginning of cryptocurrencies, for example, when they were a super new concept and seemed way sketchy. How many currencies flopped during that time? Well, a ton did. But the cream rose to the top and the successful projects survived and now provide the backbone to the world of DAOs we're experiencing right now. So rather than throwing the towel on DAOs, chill a bit and put in some research to figure out what's actually legit and what's a scam. And if you can take the time to put in the research, it might just be the difference between you being broke or getting that Lambo. So make sure you subscribe to the channel because over the next few months, we're going to be really digging into all these DAOs popping up. I've got a feeling DAOs aren't going anywhere anytime soon. So you just better get into them now and get the research done. And we're going to be having that on the channel, so you don't want to miss that. So let's take a look at Hector DAO. And I think this is a great time to take a look because it's been falling super hard. And at the time of this video, it's nearly hit the reserve price within a 24-hour span. So the pressure is on. Now, why has it been falling? I've personally invested and I want to walk you through my decision making and the criteria that I had to meet in order for me to invest my own personal money into this. Now, here's a breakdown of the criteria I'll be covering in this video and what indicators I look for when investing into a DAO or cryptocurrency. Now, I'll also break it down into sections in the notes below for you to skip back and forth to the relevant sections. But honestly, I would just watch it all. My 6-point criterion tells a TVL check or total value locked, P&V or price and volume, the USP, which is the unique selling proposition, mission roadmap, team, and then lastly, the buzz. One of the first indicators to check is the TVL. If you haven't figured out in the crypto and DeFi world, we use a lot of acronyms or words you may not be used to. TVL stands for total value locked. Now, TVL is the total value held by a DeFi platform within its smart contracts. It represents the sum of all funds present on the platform in the borrowing, lending, and transactional capacity. So TVL indicates how successful a DeFi app is in attracting real interest from active, transacting users. While market cap is applicable to any blockchain platform that issued its own tokens. TVL is a measure specific to DeFi projects. The best place to check this out is on DefiLlama. You'll go to TVL rankings, and then you want to filter by Phantom since that's the network that Hector's on. Now, if we scroll down in the listing, we can see that it's ranked 12, which I'm pleased with seeing. It is so fresh. And I like seeing that over the last 7 days, we've seen a 15% change, despite the slaughter that has taken place this week. Now, making it one of the stronger ones among the Phantom network and quickest growing. The next indicator I'm going to be taking a peek at is the P&V, or the price and volume. So essentially, what has the price been doing? How's the volume doing? And most importantly, if we zoom out on those metrics, how are they trending? So if we go to CoinMarektcap and type in Hector DAO, we can see the price is $91.47, so it's down about 14% currently. But we need to zoom out to take a look at its trend lines as a whole. We can see how it's climbed and how it's dropped, which is normal for any crypto, okay? I'm going to switch maps though and jump over to DEX tools so that we can plot the trends a little better. As you can see, we've had some ambitious upward runs, then some falls, and they've seemed to recover quite well. Now, the previous falls had been just a few days, then matched with spikes. We can see that this is the longest downward run HEC has faced. But if we take a look at what is going on with Bitcoin, we can see that there has been a massive sell-off happening. And Bitcoin is down to 48,000 right now. And if we take a look at DefiLlama, we can see everyone is taking a hit since everything seems to be intertwined with Bitcoin. So now that we have some explanation for the pricing, I want to jump back to CoinMarektcap and take a look at the volume being moved, which indicates to me the growth of the DAO. And since the 23rd of November, we can see that there's been a continued trading volume growth. So it seems HEC has been in a growing trend. So now that I've run it through those two criteria, I'm going to invest some more time into research and jump over to the dashboard to learn about the project, or what I like to call the USP. The site looks very clean and professional, so I like that. I want to get into the white paper though, so let's go to documentation. And it's highly essential that you take your time and really flip through these white papers, guys, because that's where all the information lies, is in these white papers. Now, the dashboard can say what it wants to say, but the white papers is going to have exactly the answers that you're looking for, and it's going to cut away all that flashiness to it. So now let's jump into the USP of my criteria, which stands for unique selling proposition. By this, I want to know what makes Hector unique. What does it offer investors that other tokens just don't? Now, according to them, Hector is a decentralized asset-backed reserve currency based on the Phantom Opera chain and a spoon, or a fork which innovates beyond being just a copy, as well as preferring cooperation over competition of Olympus. Now, the fact that it's based on the Phantom Opera network is a good sign to me, since it's a superior layer 1 blockchain, especially when it comes to DeFi. It's also the fastest blockchain network and is continuously being upgraded. Unlike other networks that take minutes to confirm transactions, Phantom transactions are confirmed in 1 to 2 seconds, which so far is faster than any other blockchain solution I've seen. Now, if you know of another, let me know down in the comments, because I would be interested in checking it out as well. Now, the factor I care most about when it comes to transactions on the Phantom blockchain is that it literally costs a fraction of a cent to transact. So with that insane transaction confirmation speeds and then its super low transaction costs, Phantom is definitely set to be an industry leader. So I'm happy that Hector is being built off of this. Now let's go back to the dashboard. The APYs are pretty crazy. Since I've been watching them in November, it was upwards of 600%. Right now it's bouncing around 300,000. Very strong APYs, but can they last? And that's the golden question. And I think it possibly can. It's possible. But if we take a look at the ROI in 5 days, it's currently at 11.59%, and that's just going to be changing just nonstop depending on what's going on. Now, another interesting aspect of Hector is they offer the single stake 3-3 and also offer a 4-4 bond, which is hyper staking, which is unique in comparison to other offerings out there. And I'll really unpack that hyper staking, what makes that so unique, in a following video. So make sure that you're subscribed so you can follow along on this Hector DAO series. They've got a pretty cool calculator function here that allows you to estimate your returns, so you can get in there and play around to see a visual representation of your investment compounding. I like that. I'm very visual. All right, now let's take a look at the mission aspect of this. So how about the mission? Is it something I believe in and actually want to get behind and support? For that, I like to go to the roadmap and see what they've got planned. First thing I notice is that they're completing various roadmap goals, which indicates to me that they're in it for the long haul. And this isn't just a pump and dump scheme. I'm going to scroll to the end of their roadmap to take a look at what they want to accomplish. And by the looks of it, I'm a fan of a HEC bridge. And I also like that they want to be a launch pad to incubate innovative startups. I'm all about the startups. I mean, that's the basis of our channel, so I'm down for that. So this is something I feel comfortable getting behind personally. I also noticed in the white papers that they had mentioned some features in development such as farming, Hector Bank, Hector Pro. So we'll be taking a look at those and then really jumping into what those are as they are announced by the team. Now let's jump into the team. It's super important when checking out these new projects to get an understanding of the team behind the actual project. Now, most of these projects, the team members are anonymous, so it's not a surprise to see that here with Hector's team. Now, the team's composed of 9 members with various skill backgrounds from blockchain development to business dev and so on. I also like that they're geographically diverse. I think that diversity prevents groupthink and really allows new systems of thinking to prevail, which I think is essential for what Hector is wanting to achieve. Now, back in the roadmap, I noticed that they did complete a KYC audit, or in other words, a know your client, which is a standard identity verification process to assure the individuals are who they say they are, which leads to a prevention of scams or illegal activity. So the fact that they completed that is a good indication. And I would always take a look to see if whatever project you're going to get into, if they've completed a KYC audit. It's just a little good indicator. Now, that's not foolproof, but like I said, it's a good indicator. Now, the team also seems to really interact with the community. In the last few days, as Hector has been sliding, and even before that, a team member named Prometheus has been in the Discord group daily answering people's questions and providing information. I also like how they've got a direct link to the AMA's live community calls. By the way, guys, AMA is just another one of those acronyms that stands for Ask Me Anything. And the fact that they're so vocal and interact is something you don't typically see from a team that's just trying to conduct a rug pull. So that's a good indicator to me, seeing the level of commitment that these team members have to answering questions and just letting you know what's going on. And the sixth criteria is buzz. Now that we've taken a look at the white papers, analytics, and team, I want to check out another important factor, that is the buzz. I want to know, is there a community? Are people interactive? Does there seem to be community momentum behind Hector? I can see they've got a Discord, Twitter, YouTube, and a Telegram. They've got a very active Discord with a lot of activity in it, and it seems to grow daily. Their Twitter also has about 37.7 thousand followers with some strong interaction. And from what I've noticed, though, it seems like most of the action is going down in Discord. Now, Lunar Crush also ranked them as the top Phantom token with the highest social engagement. So that was pretty cool to know that they're being ranked for their level of engagement amongst other tokens. These are all good indications that there's actually movement behind this token. I also suggest before investing in any token, you hang out in the Discord and get a feeling in the energy and commitment within the community. Now, the energy I was observing from the HEC Discord was super positive. If you're from the HEC community, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Love to know who you guys are. Now, lots of encouraging memes and lots of talk about the roadmap and the belief in the mission. Even when things get really bad, the community is still there and everyone's still rallying up. Now, after running Hector DAO through my 6-point criteria, I felt pretty confident that Hector is a legit project worth taking a look at. You'll need to do your own research, though, and see if it fits what you're looking for because, well, I'm not your financial advisor at the end of the day, and it's your money. Just to make you all aware, as HEC was sliding on December 8th, I did decide to get in so I can track my progress and show you guys some results. And rather than just talk about it, I've actually got some skin in the game now with this HEC. Now, with it being on the Phantom Network, it is quite a headache to figure out. And now I know why so many investors may be dissuaded when trying to purchase, especially new investors to the game. They do try to help out, though, and in the documentation, they've got a lot of info that explains how to purchase HEC, as well as a GitHub, and you can get a lot of help through the Discord group. Now, another thing worth mentioning is if you've got a Discord that is over 30 days old, you can actually get access to a Discord server that's a faucet, and that's going to send you 0.1 Phantom to help you cover swap fees that will cover the staking fees. All you have to do is type !faucet and it will auto send to you, which is a beautiful thing if you don't already have an FTM, so you don't have to do all those transactions. Now, they also have a Discord server called P2P Donations where members are willing to actually help you with swapping fees. So it's a pretty impressive community, and I even had to reach out to the community, and man, straight up some ballers in that group that stood up and helped me cover some fees. Now, in regards to mini DAOs out there, from what I can see, there seems to be some potential in this one. Now, of course, any number of things can happen, but I think this is one worth checking out and watching. I want to hear your thoughts, though, down in the comments. What do you guys think about Hector DAO? Chat it up with me. I want to know which way you're leaning and then actually give it an explanation why you're leaning that way. I seriously love interacting with you guys. Also, are there any DAOs out there we should be checking out? Because I want to take a look at those for you guys. And make sure to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the Hustle Nation family here at Money Growth Academy. And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.